Alrighty guys, welcome back to the live stream. I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. In today's video, I kind of wanted to jump on and talk about a couple of stocks. One of the stocks that I really want to talk about is GameStop. A lot of people have been asking me about this company of should I buy it? Is this the play? So we're going to be kind of doing some technical analysis on this and determining, does this stock carry potential? So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video and out of this live stream, I want you guys to do me two things. If you're on the live stream, I want you guys to go in, ask some questions. And if you guys do have questions, ask them. If not, like the video, subscribe, because it really helps me out at the end of the day. So starting off, it was kind of what's going on with GameStop. So if we actually zoom out, we kind of all know that GameStop over the past year really has been very volatile. It's been going up and down. We have our first person in the chat. So welcome guys. Welcome to the live stream. So we all know that GameStop has been very volatile over the past couple of months, if not a year, right? It's gone from, $15 to about $500, back down to $40, back up to, $350, and just a lot of up and down. So, you have to understand that, one, this is a volatile stock. Anytime you see volatility like this, it's a higher risk investment for sure. So then the stock started to kind of stair step down, right? It started to create lower lows and lower highs, and just had that natural downward trend. Hit some support right here at about this $90 mark, and this established support several times, right? It hit it once in here, once in here, once in here. So overall, that's the hardest support that GameStop has. So then it hit that support right there. And then the beauty of it is during that time, they announced a couple of things. They announced a whole bunch of things in the NFT space, crypto space, and in preparation of earnings that is coming up actually this week, the stock popped up, right? It pretty much went from $90 all the way up to $150, which is a crazy move. Anytime a move like this happens, you have to realize that this is uncommon for a traditional stock, given that volatility, right? So no matter what, even if you buy into this, you have to understand that the downside is $80, right? If worse comes to worst, this stock will sell off to $80 right down to that support. But on the flip side, a lot of people have been saying, well, Carter, if this thing pops up back to $500, I'm doubling, tripling my money. And personally, I don't think we will see highs like that again. Not for a while. I definitely think GameStop carries a little bit of potential, right? At the end of the day, they're evolving. And that's one thing that they really weren't doing in here. Yes, they changed some board members, they changed some stuff, but overall they weren't doing much. But now that they are actually showing us like, hey, we're creating an NFT space that, gamers can buy and sell crypto and NFTs and save it and all that stuff, I think that's pretty cool. I definitely think that for me, this is a stock that in the next 2 to 5 years, it could be back up to, $250 a share. But on the flip side, given the volatility, high risk, high reward, I wouldn't be surprised seeing the stock hit $60 or $40 again. That's the volatility I mean by that. So answering that question of should you buy GameStop right now, I definitely would be to dollar cost average it. So figure out however much money you want to invest in GameStop, whether it's $100 or $100,000 or $1,000. So let's use $1,000 as an example. So if you want to invest $1,000, what I would recommend doing is investing, maybe $10 a week, $10 a month over the next, 100 weeks or $100 a month for the next 10 months. So you invest that principal of $1,000, but you get that good average price for that time period. So the beauty of it is if GameStop actually continues to work its way up, you have shares, so you're going to make money. But given the volatility of it, the up and down, if it sells off, you're going to average down that cost. So once the stock recovers, you're going to be making money. Okay, short term of GameStop. Will this stock continue to rise up? So a lot of people have been buying this actually in preparation of earnings. So if we look at the earnings, I personally think that we will get sell-off, right? Their last earnings, they did good on the revenue, good, decent on the EPS. But overall, retail in general has been hit very, very hard this past quarter. So if we actually look at, a company that is an absolute powerhouse, Walmart, sold off, had earnings, did not do as expected. Another company, TGT, Target, sold off because of bad earnings. A lot of retail in general has been hit very, very hard. I think it's overall, anytime there's anytime there's volatility or, just emotion in any market, people like to hold money and they don't like to spend money. So personally, I don't think that people are spending like they used to, when everybody pretty much had stimulus money. Now this is starting to fade off. That's what I think. But overall, for GameStop, I definitely think that we will probably see some sell-off from it. Now, all these retail stocks, do you think they're going to recover? I definitely think a handful of them will. All the big names most likely will. Home Depot, Target, Walmart, they're all companies that you don't have to worry about them closing stores overnight. Will there be volatility? Will there be ups and downs? Of course there will be. But answering, should you buy them? Personally, yes. I think anytime a stock sells off this much, this brings massive opportunity to buy on a discount. Why would you want to buy at all-time highs when Home Depot's $418 a share? Why wouldn't you want to buy it when it's $300 or as low as $279? Why would you not want to do that? Why? Instead, people were buying up in here. I think you should always have that reverse mindset of trying to sell at highs and buy at lows. I think for a lot of people, that is the best strategy. So, guys, I definitely think the biggest thing that new investors can do is just invest, right? It's better to have time in the market than trying to time this market. We all know the S&P 500 has been just extremely volatile, right? Looking at it, ups and downs over the last couple of weeks. We had a couple of beautiful green days. Will that continue? If one thing taught us, if history ever repeats itself, we will probably just get some more sell-off. And I know a lot of people don't like to say that, but if we look at this trend right now, we just have that short-term downward trend. And I know it can always recover, but overall, I think just buy as much as you can and just let this thing ride. Whether you guys invested in 2007 right before that crash, whether you invested, in right before the Vietnam War, before we went through the hard time of the 70s, you always become profitable if you have a long-term mindset. I don't care what you say. That's just my opinion. And it's proven history, right? Over the past 90 years, through all the wars, ups, downs, recessions, high interest rates, low unemployment, everything, the S&P 500 has an annual return rate of 9.8%. So pretty much, if you invest for 90 years or 40 years, you're going to have a 9.8% return year over year, which can start compounding your account, where you guys can get growth, and all that great stuff. So the biggest thing is just to start investing in the market. But overall, I think there's so much potential right now. And that's kind of what I am doing with my strategy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, ask them down below.